Squeeze in it. Squeeze,
Mic check. I could be. Oh, I can hear myself.
Alright. I think that might be my phone.
What is staticking?
I'm ready.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are listening to Trophy Life Radio. Right now, it is Women's Motivation Monday, and we are at the Big Chief, the Big
Big
Chief.
Chief, yes.
I said it right.
The Big Chief.
The
I
Big
believe
Chief.
it's 2204 Fenwick.
You're wrong.
Street. I
It's
am.
2002 Fenwick. See, I
Hey,
knew that.
I
knew
had
that.
the numbers, except for one. I was off. You tried it.
As you already know, I'm your girl Evelyn Christine, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host.
Miss Kia, baby.
And right now we have the pleasure. I've never sat next to a woman that was nominated for a Grammy.
I'm saying.
This is a new experience for me. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Carolyn.
Hi,
CarolynMalachi.
CarolynMalachi is my name.
So you were nominated for a Grammy back in 2011, 2000?
Yeah,
Really?
2011. Yeah.
So tell us about your music. Like, how did that start for you? Did you write? Were you producing?
Yeah, I mean, I started out producing for myself, producing and just rhyming.
Right.
And then, like, I started singing because the hooks that I was writing for other people to sing was, like, those hooks were, like, coming from my voice. And I felt like somebody else was telling my story.
Exactly.
So I didn't want anybody else telling my story, you know.
No, I feel
So
you.
I started singing for myself.
Right.
But,
right.
but yeah, it just is going on from there. I tried to really study my craft and modernize the genre that's like near and dear to me, which is jazz.
Okay.
So being from
Oh,
DC,
that's
I
awesome.
incorporate like a lot of go-go and like hip-hop and pop and Afro beats.
Go
So.
ahead and Jill Scott it, she'll jazz it, go it, or just a little mixture of both. It's pretty cool.
I could see being from DC and being into jazz because go-go is a lot of live instrumentation and jazz is a lot of live, like impromptu, like we're going to figure this out as we go along.
Right. I do think that go-go and jazz share those improvisational characteristics.
Yeah.
And that definitely makes me lean toward go-go as not just an alternative art form, but one that I can kind of borrow from in my music.
Yeah.
But my great-grandfather was a pianist, and he played for Sarah Vaughan,
Oh,
so
awesome.
jazz vocalist from back in the day.
Oh,
So
I know.
her vocal
She's
stylings really influenced mine.
amazing, yes.
Yeah.
I love Sarah
Yeah.
Vaughan. Very amazing.
I feel like over the years we have yet to see go-go get the credit that it deserves as a genre.
Right.
And why do you think that is?
I think if I'm speaking candidly and with care,
That's what we do. It's Short for Life Radio.
candidly and with care, if I'm being trill,
Right. Let
If
it
you
all
will.
out, girl. Tell us about it.
I think it's twofold. I think definitely the artists we choose to collaborate at a certain side of the industry, they should be held accountable.
Right.
Meaning, I think that we need to require them to credit the go-go artists who come up with a certain like breakbeat or pocket or phrase as being used. I think that needs to be done. But also, I think largely in the go-go community, it would be really nice to see more bands recording original music that we could then put out. I feel like we had a really great run with some of the records of the past, but there's so many bands now and so many studios that if we could all just pool our resources to create content, get that content copywritten, get that content distributed, get that content licensed, and if we could present a unified front, then I believe that we should we could look up our genre and it shouldn't show up under like rap and R&B on iTunes or Spotify. Go-go music is go-go music. It should appear that way in the mainstream.
I totally agree, but just listening to different people from different states and different things like that, and you can be from North Carolina and love go-go. You can be from somewhere else and not really care for it. So I think it's a very eclectic sound that you have to really grasp and love. Like, we love it. Like, I go off, girl. I go crazy, but everyone does not love it. I find that funny because we love it so much that you be like, what? But then you have to understand, like we may not like, some people don't like trap music.
Yeah.
Some people don't like the southern sound of trap music and so forth and so on. But like you said, it's just a sound that we all have to collaborate on. But it's a great sound. Well, I can't. It's hard for me to speak because I don't want to seem biased.
No, I
You
think.
know what I'm saying? Because I'm from here, and that's all I've heard from childhood on up. But for those who haven't heard it and don't like it, and they might think it's a racket noise in their ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously.
Yeah. But I think people thought that of trap music. People thought that of like the chop and screw approach
of
back in the day.
Of
rap
started,
music.
Yeah.
But I think over time, like there's just something that happens. Like think about it. Like okay, a new song comes on the radio. You don't like it at first. You don't want to listen to it. Like, oh, that's that artist's new song. But the station keeps playing it over and over and again, or it keeps showing up in your Spotify over and over again. You find yourself listening to it. I think on one hand, that's manipulation on one hand, but on the other hand, we could kind of learn from that. Like there's so many of us here. There's no reason why we can't just take the lead and push our own music. Like I think it's a matter of exposure and creating demand.
No, I agree. It's like, you won't hear PA tape from Essence or Familiar Faces on the West Coast. I wish they would hear that.
I miss PA Palace.
I wish they would hear it, right.
I don't even know who that is. See, I'm from New York, so when I first got here, I thought go-go music was kind of weird.
See?
But no, like
that's what I'm saying.
Right,
that's
but
how it
as she was saying, like the more exposure I got to it turned into an appreciation. And then I started to like it, and then I could hear go-go influences in other music. So I agree with what you were saying earlier about like it should be credited back to go-go music. I don't think, like these artists that are influenced by Backyard Band and some of these old school go-go artists or go-go bands. The younger generations don't know about them because they aren't giving them enough credit for the work that they've done.
It's getting out, believe it or not. But the guy that's on internet, pretty popular, Nick Nack Paddywhack. He does. No. He started on Vine, so he has these.
That's how you know we old, because we both like, huh?
No, but see, I know him. People still service his video, like on Facebook and stuff, and he got this dude that's dancing in the back, and he's like, we're live, baby.
I know what you're
exactly. He's like, we're live, baby, and I was looking at one of his videos, and I heard a go-go beat in the background, and I was like, damn, who the hell rocking go-go in New Orleans, because that's where he's from, but he actually was here. So it's kind of going in this region, like when they do the Miami takeover, I seen a lot of Instagram people or, a couple celebrities that were at those parties, and I was like, okay, I hear the go-go beat in the background, and I always think it's someone else, but it's actually our go-go, and either they're there or we're, you know what I'm saying, they come out. So it's, it's coming along.
Yeah. I think, since we're on the subject of go-go music, I think it's so much more than a genre. Like, there's something very special, like when you go to a show, when you go to a go-go, right? I'm just trying to translate for anybody out there who's not from DC, right? So when you go to a go-go, right? It's go-go music, but the event is a go-go. So when you go to a go-go, like there's something really special about being in the audience and then hearing the talker, like say your neighborhood name.
Oh, yeah, say your neighborhood, say your name, rep a birthday.
The roll call, right?
Rep your block.
Your birthday, somebody having a birthday party, whatever. But I think what the music has provided is a platform for us to be recognized, like as people, like generations of people who grew up here. Like I feel like, and because of the changing demographics of DC, now more than ever, we need those cultural re-influencers, like reinvigorate. Like we need that reinvigoration, and it's really important to just hear, like to know that somebody cares about the fact that you are present, that you are there. And for me, that's what go-go is. It's an acknowledgement of our presence here in the city and our contribution to the cultural fabric of the city.
Right. It is cool for someone that will come here from out of town, North Carolina or something, and visit their family. They go uptown and they're like, wait, 48th and Clifton. I heard that on the go-go CD that you sent me. Because they all, I'm from North Carolina. I was born in Henderson, North Carolina, and when I say, they used to be like, send us some go-go, child. When Doing the Butt was out from EU, that was pretty much worldwide. And they were so excited when I went down there. And, they didn't say butt. They said booty in the South. They was like, yeah, do the booty. Let me see you do the booty. I mean, you know, it's so fascinating to watch them be so excited about it. For those who do like it and they, catches their eye from
Well,
the
let's get back
beginning.
on the topic of Miss Malachi.
I know.
Yeah.
When can we get some more of your music?
So I'm releasing a project in September, actually.
Okay.
So the concert will be September 22nd at Ivy City Smokehouse,
Okay.
and that'll be a lot of fun.
And where can we get tickets? Well, I know you're gonna hook me and Kia up with tickets, but where can everybody else get tickets?
That's done. Well, right now we haven't announced the tickets yet, but I would say stay close. You can either stay close with me at CarolynMalachi.com or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, a little bit of Snapchat. But if you look up my name, you'll find me. It's Carolyn, Carolyn. Last name is spelled Malachi.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like we're in the era of the R&B singer. Like, there's so many women that are shining in music right now. Like SZA just released a project that got a lot of notoriety. 7 Streeter, Tinashe, all released projects this year. There's so many artists out. What do you think makes you different from everybody else, or where do you shine? What's your lane?
I think that's a really good question.
Thank you.
I think we're all different, right? We all have our stance. But for me, I think I approach my music with a sense of family, a sense of tradition, understanding who I am and where I come from, but also knowing my responsibility to disrupt, to cause a shift, to make improvements on what's been done. So I think that's why, like, a lot of my projects, like, no project sounds alike. You always have a different vibe, different flavor. Like this next album I'm really excited about because there's some Afrobeat on the record, and the songs that I'm coming out with are love songs because I'm very much in love, which is nice.
Oh, you go, girl. That's always
so I'm just giving myself time and space and opportunity to shift and to grow up, and I think my music is kind of growing up with me. So it's good. I hope y'all feel it.
So you say you're writing a lot of love songs because you're in love now. So before I get all up in your business and ask you about this man, does your life imitate your art, or does your art imitate your life? Is it always that duality, or are you able to pull inspiration from other places?
I'm always pulling inspiration from other places. Like, there are some songs on my previous records that, sound super lewd, but like they weren't inspired from my life. They were inspired because maybe I overheard a conversation at a bar.
You have to do that as an artist. Every life matters. Everybody has a story.
Yeah. But definitely the last record, Rise, Story 1, all of that is my life. And the coming record, Rise, Story 2, all of that's my life.
That's awesome. So, we have the pleasure of having this young lady as our host tonight. So my question is, would you share any of that beautiful gift of yours this evening? I know she did a little bit of spoken word earlier. Some lyrics.
I feel like if you're on the mic and you're a
That's
singer,
what I'm saying.
you kind of have
I'm saying,
to sing.
with the lyrics, we're going to hear some lyrics.
Well, my album release party is September 22nd.
She was like, I had said
She
that.
said, I don't sing for free.
Well, I ain't mad at her.
I'm a business man. Yeah,
no, I feel you. And so we got the exclusive on the date, so she's going to let us know where y'all can get tickets, because me and Kia getting our tickets. And we'll keep you guys posted.
Thank you very much. So once again, please tell the people where they can find you. Where can they
Twitter,
look you
Instagram.
So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Grandma's on Facebook, so if your grandma likes this kind of music, then send it. Tell her to find me on Facebook. But just Carolyn Malachi is my name. I'm a proud Washingtonian, and I'm really grateful for Trail for Life Radio for having me today. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Well, we're happy to have you, and you can also catch her on CarolynMalachi.com. You are listening to Trail for Life Radio. It's Women's Motivation Monday. Keep it locked.